This week's Marvel mission was to recreate Loki's headpiece, and these folks were ready to horn in on the competition. Millcraft Props totally Ragnaroked it with not just a Loki headpiece, but a whole lot more. Backup Borg could never get bored of this cardboard Loki headpiece. Artsy Fartsy Kims had a lot on their plate, but hey, they still got it done. And Natalie Parrish, you deserve to toot your own horn, or horns, for this entire Loki process.
Mission accomplished. Great job, everyone. Now I'm gonna make my very own super simple Loki headpiece because I can't resist a little mischief. I'm ready to make a headpiece fit for a Prince of Asgard. Here's what I'm using. A few sheets of gold foil board, a pair of scissors, a pencil, and some good old-fashioned tape. The first thing I'm gonna do is take a piece of foil board and then freehand a little template onto the back so it's easier to cut out the pieces. Using your hand as an anchor point, you can create an arch. Now I'm going to create a face flap about 2/3 the size of the horn. Then we're gonna use this leftover piece for our crown. I have created my very simple template. Now I am going to use these guidelines to cut out these 3 pieces, and then I'm going to use those to transfer them onto my other pieces of foil board so I can cut out all the pieces together. Now that I've cut out my guide pieces, I can use them to draw on my other pieces of paper and cut those out as well. I'm going to need 3 more of these, 1 more of these, and 2 more of these. Once you have 2 horns and 1 flap, you're gonna wanna start mirroring them on your template. So flip them shiny side up and then retrace them and cut them out that way. All of my structural pieces are now cut out. You should have 2 sets of mirrored horns, you should have 2 mirrored flaps, and you should have 3 or 4 of these little crown pieces that you can tape together. Tape your crown pieces together edge to edge. Now that I have my crown piece taped into 1 long piece, I'm just gonna measure it around my head to make sure that it'll fit. That's about good for me, so I'm just gonna put a little tape there. Now that my crown is ready, I am going to take a set of mirrored horns and I'm going to tape inside the center seam to give them a little shape. If you wanna make it pretty, you can tape on the inside. If you wanna make it simple, tape on the outside. Once your paper is bent, you can tape it together down the center seam. Now that I got my horns taped together, I'm going to attach them to my crown. Put a piece of tape on the back of the flap and then attach it. My horns are looking pretty good, but now I'm going to add on those face flaps. The structure of my Loki headpiece is more or less done, but now I can just use all of this leftover scrap as I see fit to add a little fun embellishment. And here is my Loki headpiece fit for a king. Which Loki headpiece was your favorite? Tell us down in the comments, and then go check out the hashtag Marvel Mission to see all the cool stuff that people are creating with Marvel at home. I'm Lorraine Sink for Marvel, your universe.